Very pleased to be joined by the president of the Lloydminster Rowing Club, Michelle Lopez. Michelle, thank you so much for coming on and chatting with me today.
Well, thanks for having me today.
Certainly. Well, it's a very exciting time at this time of the year now that it is summer officially. Can you kind of just explain to the audience just some of the upcoming events with the Lloydminster Rowing Club?
Well, we have a lot of things going on with the Lloydminster Rowing Club. The next event for our high performance athletes is a regatta called the Alberta Open. It's in Calgary, July 2nd and 3rd, hosted on the Glenmore Reservoir. So we have 4 athletes coming from Lloydminster to compete in that event. We also have an upcoming event in Kenora, Ontario, which is later in July, about the 23rd, 24th of July, which is another event that they get to go and compete against other teams, possibly from the provinces of Saskatchewan, Manitoba, and Ontario. Our pinnacle event this year is our athletes that have been successful in the tryouts to join Team Saskatchewan and row for Team Saskatchewan at the Canada Summer Games in St. Catharines, Ontario, the week of the 14th to the 21st.
Wow, well, that is a lot going on just in that short time frame alone. You mentioned a little bit about the regatta that's happening next month in Calgary, and that you're sending 4 athletes out there to Calgary. Just tell me a little bit about who those athletes are, and just mention a little bit about them.
Elijah Lopez, who is one of our senior rowers, he rows at Brock University, is heading out there to compete in the men's open event. Jonah, his younger brother, actually is also going out to compete in the U19 events. Liam Gilby is heading out to compete as well with Jonah at the U19 events. And then Shelby Lane from Saskatoon, who started in Lloydminster, but now currently trains out of Saskatoon, is joining them. And I actually have 5, I guess. Another athlete, Presley Daschuk, is joining the Lloydminster Rowing Club and going out to Calgary to compete.
How exciting is it to kind of have that many athletes competing, throughout the country and even just throughout the province?
It's such an exciting time to see these athletes, discover this sport, develop in the sport, and now have some success in the sport. It's not a well-known sport for our area, or even provincially. We don't have a lot of rowing clubs across both Saskatchewan and Alberta. So it's really exciting to see them find success and enjoy the sport.
Well, you mentioned a little bit about the Canada Summer Games over our phone conversation yesterday. That's going to be taking place in August in St. Catharines, Ontario. How many athletes are being sent out there, and just how exciting is it to have those athletes go all the way out east?
So it's a provincial team that's being sent, Team Saskatchewan. We have 12 male athletes and 14 female athletes that'll be joining the team to compete out in St. Catharines. So through the summer, it's a lot of training camps. The training's based out of Saskatoon. So our athletes, when they're home, train here at Killarney Lake, just north of Lloydminster. But for the Canada Summer Games team, they'll be spending quite a few weeks this summer preparing with the team to work on all of their skills and then to get comfortable in crew boats, because a lot of these boats will be composite boats from athletes from Regina, Saskatoon, and Lloydminster.
Awesome. Well, another thing that is coming up with the rowing club is it's kind of like an adult trial, I believe, or a junior trial to learn a little bit about rowing next month at Killarney Lake. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's more like a camp. It's a learn to row camp. So not really a tryout, but an opportunity. We talked earlier in our chat here about that rowing isn't really well known. So we actually have a summer student that's coming out to be our summer coach that will host these learn to row events. So an opportunity for anyone in the community that wishes to learn about the sport, to try the sport, to see if it's something like they'd want to join our local club. We're hosting these learn to row camps starting in the beginning of July.
Lastly, just for those who do want to try out at these trial camps, whether it's adult or junior, just what's the best place where they can kind of find this information to, sign up and whatnot?
Absolutely. So follow our Facebook page, Lloydminster Rowing Club. It will have all the details of the camp, as well as our Instagram page, which is Lloyd Rowing _Junior. We'll have all the details. Send us a message, comment on some of the posts, and we'd be happy to help you get signed up.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again, Michelle, for coming on and chatting with me today about the rowing club and just the events that are coming up. Really appreciate you taking time.
Absolutely. Thank you.